sometimes you just can't get the filler that you need. So what I've used up here is polyfiller. Now the problem was the frame was sitting too short from the plasterwork. The plasterwork should have been brought further down because I had a gap running right the way along the top. It's quite a big piece missing out there. If you've never used a hard stop, you must try it. I know what you're thinking. I should have used something like this. But the trouble is, I need to paper this and the sealant is too soft. So I need a hard surface, but not white. That's the first fill in. Now you can see, not quite easy, but you can see what I'm up against here. So if I hold my filling knife to the edge of the frame, really that's where the plaster should be. But I've got about 4mm gap. So now the first layer of fillers in, I can fill this. And then when I paper and I do any cutting, especially if I'm using a blade, I won't expose any white filler. So we'll just take a look at some fillers that I've mixed up and we'll see what I'm on about. But that's okay, that's good. Get it filled up. That's the second fill done. Happy with that. If we just take a look here now, a lot better. I can mask this up if I need to. Run a bead of filler again along here. That's good. If I turn the light off, which is being illuminated at the moment, then we won't have a problem. Better than stark white. Right, I've got the old board out again. I'll quickly coat this up. Now then, oil paint, probably one of the hardest hard stops to mix up, so take a good dip. Quite thin this paint is, fairly fresh tin. Yeah, it is quite strange mixing this up. It does come together, but it takes a little bit longer. Get some more on. Okay, coming on now. I'll leave that along with these to dry. When I mixed up the black for the repair I did with the polyfiller, make a thick paste, and this is the paint I used, Bedeck multi-surface paint. Just take a dip and add the neat paint to the polyfiller mix. Again, this isn't something new we've been doing this for quite a while. Just that scenario with the frame was a little bit different, so mix it up. Quite streaky. I will speed this bit up. So that's it basically. So as you can see with this side, if I'd have just used the polyfiller and tried painting over it, then any damage I would have been straight through to the polyfiller. So just like this one on this side, straight through to the polyfiller. With the hard stop mix, then it doesn't really matter what damage occurs, then it's going to be the same colour throughout. So this little lot here got some water-based varnish, Ronseal, mahogany, and got a light oak varnish, both water-based. This mixed up the same bit of water first and then the varnish. Just to get it darker, this was varnish on its own mixed into the polyfiller. Take a little bit longer to go off, but perfect for making repairs next to frames, even in wood. So that's got the varnish on top. Will always be lighter mixed with the water. Again, the light oak, see the difference, mixed neat and with a bit of water, and that's the varnish on top. So not bad for small repairs, and if you haven't got the fillers that you need. And that's the oil. Now this stuff, this is still a bit soft. This will act more like putty. So it'll skin over first before it starts to dry. But again, ideal for small repairs outside, especially if you've nothing else to use. So if you haven't tried it, it's worth a go. Very useful. If you have tried it, I hope you found it work for you. Till next time.